Hello and welcome to Pisgah Health Today. My name is Angela Owen. It's my privilege to host this program brought to you by the Pisgah Health Foundation. The Pisgah Health Foundation is a public 501c3 charity founded in 2019 by a board of 7 caring individuals committed to improving the health, wellness, and lives of Western North Carolina residents. Our special guest today is Lauren Bruce, who serves as the Community Resource Director for Special Olympics North Carolina. Welcome to our program today, Lauren.
Thanks for having me, Angela.
We're excited to talk with you. Lauren has a great history, diverse history here. She was the former community build manager for Kaboom. She was a community engagement and partnership support specialist for UNC Wilmington School of Health and Applied Human Sciences. She's been a graduate research and teaching assistant also at UNC Wilmington. She has her master's in public administration from UNC Wilmington and a Bachelor of Science in Public Health Education from the University of North Carolina in Greensboro. Again, welcome to the program. Why don't you start, Lauren, by just telling us a little bit about Special Olympics North Carolina?
Absolutely. Well, first I want to say thank you again for having me today and for the support of the foundation. We're so excited and so excited to share this story and our story today. A little bit about Special Olympics. We were actually began in 1968. We were founded by Eunice Kennedy Shriver, and she believed that people with intellectual disabilities were way more capable in sports than many experts at the time believed possible. And so we've really kept that belief alive for over 50 years now, and we use the transformative power of sports to improve the lives of children and adults with intellectual disabilities. In North Carolina today, we have almost 40,000 athletes across the state, which is just incredible. We're one of the largest programs in the world for Special Olympics. And our athletes inspire our thousands of coaches, our sports officials, local committee volunteers, event organizers, and really anyone that is involved in our program in some fashion throughout the year. And one thing that I love to share about Special Olympics is our wide reach and our scope. I think when I tell people where I work, a question that I get all the time is, oh my gosh, when are the Special Olympics? And I love to say they're everywhere, every day, because I think most people are familiar with the local spring games, which is typically the largest local competition and volunteer opportunity every year. So it's the most visible event, but we actually have so much beyond that. There is a Special Olympics program in just about every county of the state, and it's delivered through collaborative partnerships with school districts, parks and recreation departments, athletes and their families, and community members, and supported with amazing partners like the Pisgah Health Foundation. So a little bit of what we do. It's a lot, but primarily we offer year-round training and competition in 20 different sports on the local and on the state level. So some of our sports are basketball and bocce, gymnastics, equestrian, soccer, golf. I mean, the list goes on all the way to my personal favorite, which is powerlifting. And our athletes train locally during the course of an 8-week season. And at the end of it, they have their culminating spring games event. And they also can qualify for competitions across the state, even nationally, even globally. We've sent athletes most recently to Abu Dhabi for the World Games. So they can do so much on the field, and they can also become leaders off the field of play in a whole bunch of different roles. They can become spokespeople for Special Olympics, as ambassadors, as council members, as coaches and officials, or even Special Olympics staff members. So there's a lot that our athletes can do. And we also offer unified programming where we build an inclusive environment in schools and communities. And unified really just means it's for people with and without intellectual disabilities to do together. So we can, again, build that inclusive environment and really empower our youth to be change leaders in their communities. And finally, I think health and fitness is a huge priority of what we do as well. And we partner strategically with health providers all throughout the state to bring our athletes different health and wellness initiatives. So we do things like health screenings and health education so that we can improve their health status and provide them again with some of those tools and resources they might not have, and ultimately increase overall access to community health for people with intellectual disabilities. So we do quite a lot in the world of Special Olympics.
It's incredibly exciting, far more reaching than most people think about. You know, many of us will limit our thought process to those spring games that are the most notably popular or most well known, but so far reaching. I love the transformation, that transformative model. I love the leadership component, and that you help to build and give those opportunities for the building of the leadership, et cetera. So, wow, so many great things there. Well, Lauren, how specifically has the Pisgah Health Foundation grant helped you and the Special Olympics North Carolina to be able to reach into some of these incredibly special people in Western North Carolina and beyond, perhaps?
Definitely beyond. Yeah, this grant is going to have a huge impact, specifically on our Western North Carolina athletes. And so again, we're so thankful for the support. It's going to help us serve over 2,000 athletes that live in our Western North Carolina area. So we identify specifically that is Buncombe, Haywood, Henderson, Madison, and Transylvania. I think that's all 5. And we're going to be working on some virtual training for them because, of course, 2020 looks a little bit different for everybody. And since March, really out of an abundance of caution, we made the decision to cancel all of our in-person training, really to suspend it during the pandemic, because we know this population that we serve, people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, often might have underlying health conditions, and those could cause severe complications if they were to contract COVID-19. So the emphasis for the majority of 2020 and 2021 has been on virtual activities and virtual sports programming that's going to transition into safer in-person gatherings. So for now, we are bringing the fitness to our athletes with what we call the Partner Up, Power Up program, which is a comprehensive 10-week program. And it's really focused on the whole health of the athlete, not just their typical sport and skill development. It's an at-home, unified, so with a partner, exercise program that our athletes can do from anywhere. And the really cool thing about it is they're going to be training alongside other athletes and coaches throughout the state. So we're offering a little bit of something every day so athletes can do as much or as little as they want from home. We're in week 7 of 10 right now, and I can tell you we have some athletes that they've done every single day, every single activity. They're checking it off on their trackers, and they're so excited. And I think it's really, really fun. We have a whole bunch of different training that we offer. Tuesday and Thursday nights, actually, so coming up here in just a little bit, we offer our training. So it might be anything from K-pop to traditional Chinese dance lessons to body weight and circuit and sport training workouts. We've had our Wellness Wednesday, which is a health promotion and health education night. And topics have been things like nutrition, learning new healthy recipes, focusing on hydration, and that really ties into a lot of our health components that we have identified as a key priority. And we also have Mindfulness Monday, which is a perfect way to wrap up your first day of the week, right, with yoga and stretching. So it helps our athletes kick off their week with a little bit of relaxation, a little bit of stress relief, which we all need right now. And we've got, I mean, I could talk about Partner Up, Power Up for forever. We even have a weekly Power Up that we challenge our athletes to. And it might be something like getting enough sleep or getting a certain number of stretches each day, or we might send out a recipe. We sent out a recipe for granola a couple weeks ago, and we had some athletes in social media and on our Facebook page posting pictures of them walking and pictures of them eating this healthy granola. So Partner Up, Power Up it's been a really great comprehensive program that I think is improving our athletes' overall health and fitness. It's giving them the opportunity to socialize across the state. We've even had a couple athletes with Special Olympics programs in other states come in, which is really cool. So they're getting that total sense of connectedness right now with other athletes and a real sense of community. So yeah, we're very thrilled to be offering this program that keeps our athletes active, it keeps them engaged and motivated, but most importantly, safe. So we're very thankful for this support from the Pisgah Health Foundation that made Partner Up, Power Up possible.
I applaud the creativity and that commitment to whole health that commitment to, it sounds like you have community that they're building online, and then touching base with everything from the nutritional component to movement to even that mental health of the mindfulness, et cetera. So well done. Wow. Congratulations on being able to pivot and do things in a very creative way while maintaining and keeping everyone safe. I so applaud that along the way. Well, Lauren, what else would you like our viewers to know about Special Olympics North Carolina and how they might be able to get involved, come alongside, and support the work that you and others are doing there?
Yeah, I think I'd like to share two things for people to sort of know. And the first I would say is that we never ask our athletes to pay for any of our programs at any level that they participate in. Everything is provided to them, whether it's their playbooks for Partner Up, Power Up, or uniforms and equipment, training facilities and competition, and the transportation and healthy meals during those competitions. Really, every single thing. We are so thankful and again, so excited to be able to continue offering Special Olympics for free, thanks to all of our amazing partners. And I think that brings me to my second piece in thinking a little bit about partnership, because Special Olympics is such a grassroots movement. We're so volunteer-based as an organization, and we really couldn't do what we do without our volunteers. So first, a little shout out, I think, to all of our volunteers that are working on Partner Up, Power Up, serving as unified partners, however they're joining us, even if things look a little bit different for 2020. I think people can always get involved. There's always room for everybody to find a way to support our athletes and the health of our athletes. So I'd love to encourage people to check out our website, which is www.sonc.net. And you can find your local program in your community, and you can get involved as a coach, a supporter, an athlete, a fan. I think there's space for everybody in the inclusion revolution, even if it looks a little bit different in 2020.
That's incredible. I think about joy when I hear the word Special Olympics put together. You bring that joy in. Today, your energy is absolutely contagious. And I just want to say thank you on behalf of the Board of Directors at Pisgah Health Foundation. Thank you, Lauren, to you and the rest of the team who does so very much through Special Olympics North Carolina. We greatly appreciate, and it's truly an honor to be able to partner alongside of you.
Well, thank you. And thank you again for reaching out and highlighting us and the things that we're able to do with our fantastic volunteers and partners like the Pisgah Health Foundation.
Wonderful. Look forward to hearing about even more of these programs as we move into the future. We also want to thank Wildflower Media for their creative and technical support in bringing these programs to you, as well as we want to thank the Board of Directors and the staff at Pisgah Health Foundation and the Physicians Roundtable. Amazing people doing so very much to help improve the lives of Western North Carolina residents. Until we see you on the next Pisgah Health Today, stay well, be well.